Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera with you today. We are feeding back our eggs. Not just the eggs, but the entire egg and portion to benefit our farm and to benefit our girls. We have extra eggs this week. Oh my goodness, we're in overdrive. Spring has sprung, and boy, are they heavy layers right now. We're so blessed. So we're going to get started here in the kitchen with some simple scrambling up and some other little things. So join us for the ride. All right, guys, you can clearly see all I've done is some serious heavy-duty egg cracking into a bowl. There's a little bit of shell in there, but for this, I'm not too worried about it. But do note, right next to this bowl is all of my eggshells. Don't throw those away. We have several uses for those, so hang tight. Here we go. All right, guys, pretty simple. I've got the eggs all mixed up. I didn't add anything to them at this time, just scrambled them up. If I have raw milk from my cow, I will add in raw milk just to fluff it and soften them up, but otherwise I do not. And I'm just going to cook these up just like you would any, scrambled egg, nice and cooked and firm and fluffy and really fine as possible, although with some of the big chickens it really doesn't matter. So we're going to do this first. All right, so while our eggs are starting to scramble, you need to preheat your oven to 350 because you are going to take your eggshells and you are going to bake them at the same time. So all those eggshells that we have, we've simply put them on top of a cookie sheet. I put down some aluminum foil just to help with the sticking. I bake my eggshells. Some people do not. They just let them dry and then they crumble them up. I bake mine on 350 for about 15 minutes. So we're heading to that next. All right, guys, so while everything is cooling down, the eggs are ready to go. They're scrambled. Let me show you what I'm going to add. Now, you can add a ton of different things for your chickens, depending on how you like to supplement. We're going for things that are good and natural and helpful for them that you probably already have on hand in your home, okay? There's other things that you can add and seasonal things that you can add. But the first thing I'm going to add is minced garlic. Garlic is fabulous for you and for your chickens, and I always like to make sure that I give them an extra boost of garlic here and there. It's really good for antibiotic purposes, just strengthen their immune system, just all kinds of different properties. So you definitely want to do that. Another thing that I like to add in from time to time is cayenne pepper. And I just sprinkle that in there. They do not detect the heat from the cayenne pepper, so that does not have an effect on them. They cannot taste the heat, but what that does is it adds a natural dewormer to them, so that heat is a good thing. Last but not least, I like to add oregano. So I'm very generous with it. A lot of folks like to use oregano oil, to put into the water, into their waterers with their chickens, but I like to also add it here. You can do any of this in a fresh version too, guys. I mean, if you've got fresh oregano outside and you want to mince it up and put it in there, go for that as well. So this is what we're going to add for now. We're going to mix it up, easy peasy, and get to the next phase. All right, guys, our eggshells are out of the oven. They cooled down a little bit and they're ready to go. Eggshells can be used not only for your compost, not only are they great to feed back to your pigs, yes, you heard that, pigs love eggshells. Also, you can grind these up really fine and place them, if you're planting particularly tomatoes, especially this time of year, give them some eggshells, people. But I'm going to grind them up into my mortar and pestle. Right over here, you've seen me do this before. Flip these bad boys over while I'm trying to film. And just mince them up real fine and grind them up. Doesn't take but just a minute. And I'm going to add this back into the eggshells real fine. It's a great source of calcium. That's what it is used for, is a natural supplementation of calcium. If you have organic eggs that you're growing, you're growing on your farm per se, and you've got extras, use all of it for your animals, for your compost, for your garden. There is no waste on a homestead. So after we do this, I'm going to show you what else I'm going to add. They're going to love this. I am making strawberry jam today. So I'm already starting to cut the stems and the tops off of the strawberries. I'm trying to keep as much white in there as possible, but they're going to get this too. This is homegrown. This is free. This is extra. So we're going to go for it. All right, guys, so let's go over what we've got here. We have scrambled eggs. Eggs are great to scramble back to all of your chickens, even your baby chicks. We've talked about that before with pasty butt, okay? Really good. It's a high source of protein for them. Vitamin A, vitamin E, and beta carotene. So just to give you the little tidbits on that. I've added a little bit of garlic. You can add that in with their water if you would prefer, but I've done a little bit of diced in here with some juice. It's really good for them because, again, parasites hate it, and it has a lot of great properties for healing for their body. I'm also adding in cayenne pepper one more time for you as a natural dewormer. Parasites don't like it. It burns them, not the chicken. I also am adding in natural eggshells. Their own eggshells, guys. Nothing goes to waste. That's a great source of natural calcium for them. If you also want to add in, which I'm about to, just to give it a little bit of a drench, I'm going to reach over here, mess with the lighting just to keep you on your toes. Apple cider vinegar, guys, the real deal. If you make yours, that's wonderful. Make sure it's organic apples, because if you're going to an orchard and you're buying non-organic apples and you're soaking all of that, you may not want to go that route. I prefer to, if possible, use organic, and I love to use Bragg's organic raw and unfiltered apple cider vinegar. You can get it anywhere, okay? And last but not least, anything that you've got in the kitchen, such as your leafy greens, they love that. Shredded carrot. I have my tops of my organic, hand-picked, homegrown strawberries. We're making strawberry jam, like I told you. So they're going to love this. We're going to take it out, and we're going to mix it up and feed it to them, and you'll see how they respond. They love it. Cuckoo